All right, we're back. We were near the end of our last turn when I got distracted. We have 2 workers left. We have sound. Oh, what a beautiful thing it is. But we're back in action, and I was eyeing this dagger, which is sadly rusty. Yeah, we're getting on. We're getting on to the smashing. We already have 2 ranged weapons. We don't need a rusty spear. Extra action point is interesting, but our caster does not have a second weapon, so the extra action point would be wasted for the moment. So I think we go deep on trying to get our worker economy going. Then we end up with 42, and then what are we working with here? We got nothing for a second weapon on you, but we really have nothing we can pick up for a second weapon, because the rusty spear is two-handed. Our caster, we could pick up the druid staff, so I think we do that. And there's not much we can do with 24 gold, I fear. Put that there for defense. And let's spread our troops out a bit here. And hope that our one-armed, one-weaponed person can do what needs to be done. Oh, we do have a second catapult that we can place down. All right. What gear? Oh, yeah. Thank you, game. All right, so we're going slightly suboptimally loaded out. And we're hoping no runners. No runners. All right, so we'll start out with the sensors. All right, we got back protection, so we move up like that, and that helps us out. Oops, we don't move there, but we do get rid of the sensor. And now we're gonna hope that we can put some damage in. Let's hope so, Bear. Let's hope so. The steps that I jumped through to get us back online is I'm not proud of it, and I'm not happy about it. But hopefully things will be stable now. It all comes back to a ninja update that TC Helicon did of our of my audio drivers for my mic interface, which is not the kind of thing you want to be surprised about at the 11th hour, because it was no joke. It was like a ninja update. 1 second I was just kind of like happily minding my own business, and the next it was installing a driver while I was on stream, which is a very, very disconcerting thing to have happen. So we're hopeful that it doesn't happen again, but either way, things seem relatively stable, and now we just have to kill some baddies. Why is there mist here? This has to be a misting elite that is putting off mist before it's targetable. It seems worthy of a bug report. I'll just put it that way. Let's see, so if I do... Okay, we're out of axe swings, and we have no secondary weapon, so I'm just gonna move back here and play a little defensively for the moment. But this is really messing up getting a good rain of arrows target. 4 is decent. Oh. That's 5, but one of them is dead. And this is 4 where all of them are still alive. So let's do this one. Now, I need to remember, we have a decent pistol here that we should be leveraging as well. But yeah, there are few worse things than streaming and all of a sudden finding yourself facing technical issues. It's just so disheartening because you're like, I just wanna play my games and do my things, and the game has no interest in cooperating. All right, we'll put you there. You're safe. You're safe. I think that's a good turn. This is looking like, yeah, okay. It is indeed an elite armored misty doodler. All right, all this is just going to evaporate. So I think, hey, Blue Mage, you are right on time to second stream, and arguably a little late to first stream. We had some technical difficulties that only just got resolved a minute ago. So you are right on time to the less bug-riddled, less problem-centric version of things, which, nothing wrong with that. We are surrounded, for sure. Let's see, you can go away. And then we can use this to apply weaken to get some good opportunist attacks. And the poison does seem to be doing a decent number on folks. I'm going to leave this guy because we've debuffed him. There we go, and that should be safe. And now, I hate the axe is really inefficient for single target attacks. I wish it was something so sinister. The maker of my audio interface decided that it would be awesome to install an update by surprise. So, midstream, I got a driver push update that caused everything to go more than a little haywire. All right, so I think this next turn is when we're gonna unleash the catapults, and that should be relatively devastating for the enemies. And I need to get this guy sorted out. So I'll just keep moving back until we can get to there. Okay, let's do catapult time. Blue, you are on fire at the moment. Beware. Let's see. This is a really great target for bees because it's gonna loop back. We can nuke this guy from orbit, and so if I move over a bit this way, can I get a power shot on you, and then I'm looking for a second. All of these are a little too I'm really doubling down on an area where I've done a lot of work already. I guess is what I wanted to say there. A lot of these are just going to die of their own accord anyways. Yeah, so far we're looking real good. This is only night number 2 though. So we're still in the very early game. Ooh, that should have been an opportunist attack, though it does not matter. Who still has action points? You do? Can't quite get this guy. But oh, and that was a waste of an action. Not going to spend any mana. We'll just leave it for the next turn, where we still have 2 catapults left. But we do have a problem in the upper right-hand corner with this guy here. I hate the inefficiency of that. Leaving these 3 almost on lethal feels terrible. That looks pretty good, though. There. Okay, so I think this is going to be a pretty easy, perfect. Famous last words, obviously. It's good to draw a distinction between the two, for sure. Alright, then if we move over to here, we can drop some poison back here that should ping-pong around and do work. I'm going to come over here to help out with this. These are all dead. You need a little help. You need to go, and you need to go. And then I think I can afford to come out. No, not really. Yeah, not much we can do here. Because I'm trying to conserve mana. We're a little below full mana. Oh, that wall is dangerously close. That's actually doing a lot of work. So we'll accept that we're going to spend a little bit of mana. We have 1 axe swing left. Alright, that was nice. The poison does so much work first night. It's kind of uncanny. I want to get this guy sorted because he's widening the front that I have to defend. It's just the number of zombies, Blue. So you can actually see it in the upper left-hand corner here. You have a night progress bar, and when you get close, the number of remaining enemies becomes listed. So yeah, you're just trying to survive, and there are actually some tactics which you may at some point see me employ that that are around doing a bit of stalling, so that I have opportunities to do things like clean up the battlefield and prepare it for future battles. Is this a punch kill? Alright, good enough. The axe is a good weapon. Anyone who says otherwise doesn't know what they're talking about. Tactics is funny to you? Do tell. Is there a backstory on that one? Let's see. Let's get this guy sorted out before he destroys our wood pile. I'm gonna keep this guy around. He's gonna be our stalling dummy for the strategy that I was just alluding to. There we go. Okay, now you're poison dead, so let's secure some more kills. There we go. Alright, so you run this way, you run this way. So right now I'm using that stalling technique that we were just talking about to run around the battlefield and remove the rest of these sensors, which are mist distributing agents that that complicate our life. And it's unfortunate that we can't see either of those, but not the end of the world. There we go. And this guy is not going to hit hard enough to get through our armor and our ablative hit points. So we can stall just a smidge to make sure that everything gets sorted, including what we like to refer to as a little bit of gardening that I just did there. Yeah, this guy's stands no chance. Just like, we're gonna do X, Y, and Z. Tactics. Alright, and then we finish up the night. So last zombie goes down, night ends. Everybody gets their level ups. Oh yeah, so this was something that I was thinking before I got frazzled by the frustration of technical difficulties. I think that at the beginning of the game, rather than giving you 3 random heroes, they should give you a roster to select from. I think that would be transformative in a very positive way. Oh my gosh, so much accuracy. Let's see. We're going to pick up Crit Master and Armor Master. Oh yeah, we don't have the perks for that yet. Now, our ranged character, we're picking up a blue crit. I'm liking the perks. We're getting a lot of nice perks at the moment. Pick up some range damage. Pick up some accuracy. You don't like to miss those shots, but I'm going to roll that one. We do have a momentum attack. But I think we still re-roll that one more time. I'll pick up some XP. Hey, Rose! Tic-tac-toe tactics. I like that. Let's see, we'll do that, and then we'll do confidence. We haven't looked at our night reward yet, but let's get Johann sorted. We'll take the poison damage, because we are doing a decent amount of poison, so I think that's worth it. As is, I like steady aim before I pick up confident, but I'm jumping the gun anyways. Let's look at our night reward. We are getting some armor. Yeah, so Bear, I think like what if you started out with the choice of 6 heroes, right? And they were randomly generated. I think that could work surprisingly well. Now, this hurts a little bit because we don't have much in the way of anything good here. Devil armor is cool if you're rocking a power staff, but we didn't get a weapon, which means we're going to need to figure out something. And it's got to be a one-handed weapon because... oh, this is bad. This character is not coming together. But we do have 8 folks, so let's start... we're going to be taking fire from 2 directions here. So let's grab this... and let's grab this. And then that removes our ability to get the seer. But what are we gonna... I mean, do we take the devil armor just to get our one-armed guy to the point where he's not just dying instantly? That may be the best option, and then maybe down the road we can transition it to someone else. The rogue pants are super nice. I would say of the 3 of them, they're the most offensively minded. The magic damage, we'll eventually use the magic damage. Okay, let's grab that, even though it's kind of a weird take, but... now, we're relatively rich. And I think I'm going to take that money and we're going to invest in an inn. We will not be picking up a person from the inn, I don't think. But we can at least see what we're missing out on. No, I'm not going to bother looking. That's going to be it. And then we're going to shop for... I'm going to roll the shop. Which I don't... maybe not. Maybe I'll level up the shop once. For 48. That does not leave us much money. Because I'm not doing the... I'm not doing the sell all our equipment thing. Although getting Salim a second weapon is very important. So we can reroll it for 10. And that would give us... I think that's going to give... I think if we reroll it for 10... we hopefully get a one-hander. Is it all spears? Come on. Oh, and it ramps in cost, too. Wow. That's a slap in the face. Yeah, and we can't afford a weaponsmith. That would have been the other possibility. Give him a pistol as just like a temporary offhand weapon. I guess it's decent for maneuverability. Gives you some momentum options. It's so expensive, though, for a weapon that I'm probably not going to use. Oh, yeah. And by the way, Blue Mage, since I hadn't mentioned, there are no real classes per se. you do get a starting bonus, but your characters are defined by 3 characteristics, and then their starting weapon also improves their proficiency with that particular discipline. Which is another thing that I think is problematic, because you shouldn't be kind of forced to build in a particular direction, but that's a philosophical issue. Oh boy. I'm just going to upgrade the level and then accept that we're not going to be able to buy anything. At least it's an investment in the future. There's the mithril hammer that I desperately wanted, but there's no way we're coming up with 96 gold for it. So the game is just a tease. That battle mage amulet also is pretty snazzy. All right, but we're gonna try and make this work as best we can. I think this is the side where it's best to have you. Whoops. Yes, they are raving right here. So the lore of the game, for lack of a better way to describe it, is that there's this corruption in the world that it was brought about by magic, and the only way to save the world from the apocalypse is to banish all magic. And so these 4 wizards are channeling a spell that is the last spell, and if they succeed, they stave off the end of the world by banishing all magic. So let's see. So I guess we're as ready as we're gonna be. We've done our level ups. We have an inn, which I got early, as opposed to a seer. So let's see how this goes. And I think you still don't have a second weapon, do you? Nope, you don't. So we're going to cheat our short bow person over this way.